Okay guys, we're back. We're going to finish up our little mixing tutorial for a live band today with vocals. In a couple previous videos, we focused just on the drum set in one. And in another video, we brought in our bass, 2 electric guitars, and our tracks. So if you guys haven't watched those, make sure you go back and check those out. It'll answer a lot of questions you might have that won't be answered in this video. So let's start by giving our track a listen here and see what we have so far. Again, we're set up in such a way that we have our drums, our guitars, and our bass on DCAs. If we wanted to, we could put our tracks on DCA. But for today, we just have our 3 DCAs. And then we have a 4th DCA that has our vocals on it. And again, I like to mix with DCAs so that during a live show, to be able to control the band, all I need to do is focus on this bank of faders here. And that really helps me stay focused and not be chasing through the different layers, trying to adjust faders. I can just have my hands on faders here and really control the whole show, bringing elements, up and down, in and out, on a per song basis to highlight and give more focus to different instruments during each song. So, with that said, let's go in and start taking a look at our vocals here. I think I'll bring our instruments down so we can listen a little bit more and focus on our vocals. Let's go to our effects, take those off, and just listen to our dry vocal for now. A good little trick to be able to mix your instruments into your effects is to use sends on fader. So we'll go to our reverb here, press sends on fader. Now we can see every channel that's being fed to the reverb and at what level it's being fed. So if we wanted our vocal to go to our reverb, we'd simply just bring it in. And the more we push into the reverb, the more we'll hear. And the less we push in, the less we'll hear. So that's a great little thing to use. Use it all the time when I'm running a show. So make sure you guys get in the habit of using that. So we got our vocal here. And let's just get started on our EQ. Again, we're always looking for a good input level right around 18 dBs, negative 18 dBs. Go ahead and bring in our high pass filter. Just getting rid of any low frequencies that really don't need to be there. And the nature of this wireless mic I'm really familiar with. We use it at a lot of gigs. It really has a pronounced proximity effect when the vocalist is right up on the capsule. And pulling out that low mid might sound a little thin with the vocal up just like this. But again, we're trying to carve areas for each instrument and voice to live in. And we're making compromises if we need to. So to make the vocalist really pronounced and understandable, we don't need all that low mid information. So we're pulling that out. Now this vocalist has great technique and a really big voice. In fact, he may be blowing out the capsule a little bit. You can kind of hear a little bit of distortion, and that's just captured at the show on the recording. But it works for this song. I don't think it's really distracting. So then we can pull in our compressor. On vocals, I like to use the peak mode on the compressor as opposed to the RMS, and the logarithm mode. So we're just holding that for a couple milliseconds and releasing under 50 milliseconds. Our attack is set to 10 milliseconds so that we're not completely killing the front end transient of each of his words, but we're grabbing that vocal pretty quickly. Now if I can get away with it, I really kind of like about 10 dB of compression on my vocal. Let's bring in our other instruments. Let's go into our effects here. Our reverb, and then I have a chorus delay. And to be honest, that's probably where I would stop when I was mixing a live show. Don't really need much more going on. And then we can go in and time our delay real quick to the tempo of the song. And if we wanted, we could make it a slower. And I think that's a little distracting. So we'll make it a nice kind of slap delay. And then just tuck that in behind the dry vocal. And now that we're heavily compressing him so much, even though I do have 6 dBs of gain, I think I'll go ahead and push it up closer to 10 there. Alright guys, I think we'll stop there. Again, I have a couple more videos before this, mixing the drums, bass, guitar, and tracks. Make sure you check those out. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe. We'll talk to you soon.